Hello everybody, welcome back to ERD Stitches tutorial. Today I'm going to teach you how to cut and sew this beautiful school bag you are seeing here. I'll put you through on how to achieve it, but before I continue, please don't forget to like my video, share my video and leave a comment. So this is the leather we are going to use for this tutorial. I'm going to give you a rundown of all the materials I have here. To start with, this is my zipper tab. I have two pieces cut out here. So I'm going to give you the measurement. The width of this leather is 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches. And the height is 2.25 inches. And this is the zipper I'm using. The length is 13 inches. I'm going to put zipper pull, 3 pieces. So I'm using this leather for the back handle, and the wideness is 2.5 inches and the length is 13 inches. And I have it here cut out for 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 pieces. Then this is the main body panel I'm using. So this particular one, I'm using it for the back panel, and it's 11.5 inches by 14.5 inches. So I have it cut out, one leather and one lining. Then this particular one is the front, for the front panel. So the wideness is 12 inches by 14.5 inches, and I have one leather and 2 linings. So now I'm going to keep the front panel and every other things aside. I'm going to work on the back panel. I'm also keeping the lining aside. So now we are going to shape our back panel. So watch what I'm going to do here now. So from this point, I'm going to take 0.5 inches here. This is ½ inch. So here also, I'm going to take ½ inch also. At the down part, I'm taking here 2 inches. I'm also taking 2 inches here also. Now I'm going to connect the 2 points together from the ½ inches to the 2 inches. So connect it together. So I'm going to connect it here also. Just rule a line to connect it. So after connecting it, I'm going to curve it with my French curve ruler. If you don't have French curve ruler, you can use your free hand to give it any shape you want. So now I'm going to cut it out. So I'm going to start my cutting from here. Then I will cut it out. I'm going to flip it over to, I'm using it to shape this side. I'm going to shape it here. I'll also cut it out. Now at the down part also, you are going to also give it a curve shape. It's not going to be like that. So I'm using my French curve also, my French curve ruler to shape it. So you should give it the any curve you like, you give it there. So I'm going to use it to shape the other side as well. After shaping it, I will cut it out. So this is what we have for the back now. So this is the back. So I'm going to keep it aside while I work on the front panel. So this is the front panel. This front panel is going to have a zipper on it. So I'm going to take from this side, I'm taking 3.5 inches, 3.5 inches. You have to mark it till down, 3.5 inches. So after marking it, I'm going to connect the points. So after connecting it, I'm going to cut it off. So this is what we have for the front now. This is where we are going to sew this zip and with the zipper tab. So this is where this is going to be. So first thing, fix your zip head. Then place your leather right side facing the zipper. I'm not putting lining on this. So I'm going to get the second leather, right side of the leather facing my zip cloth. So I'm going to sew it here. You can see it. I'll sew it here and also here. So after sewing it, I'll flip it over and top stitch it at once. That's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to top stitch it. So now I'm done sewing it. This is what I have now. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get the middle of this my zipper. So I fold it over and notch the midpoint. So I'm also going to notch the midpoint of my leather also. I've fold my leather into 2 equal parts and notch the midpoint. Just here. So now I'm going to get my lining. I will put my zipper on the lining. The zip cloth will be on the lining. Then I'll place my leather right side facing right side of the zip cloth, and also the midpoint has to be together. Then I'm going to arrange it and sew it down. So after sewing it, I will flip it over this way. You can see the way I flipped it over. I'm going to top stitch on it now. The fan is disturbing me here. I need to off the fan. So after top stitching it, this is what I have. So now I'm going to cut off the excess lining. So this is what we have now. So we are not done with this. We are going to sew the second part. So I'm also going to notch it only on this part. I'll notch it to get the middle. So I'm done with that. I'm going to put it middle to middle, but first I need to get my lining, which is this. So I will place my leather, the one that have the zipper on it. I'll place it this way. Then I will get the one I just notched now, place it right side facing each other, midpoint to midpoint. Then I will arrange it and also sew it. So after sewing it, I have to flip it over and top stitch it as well, the way I did on the other side. I'm going to top stitch this one also. So after top stitching it, this is what I have. So now I'm trying to trim off the excess lining. So now this is what I have now. I'm going to notch the midpoint. So after notching the midpoint, this is what I have. So I'm going to use the back leather, which is this, to shape this front leather. But before I do that, I need to also notch the midpoint of the back leather. Now I'm going to put it midpoint to midpoint. So after putting it midpoint to midpoint, I'm going to trace it on the front leather. Now I'm using the back to shape the front. So guys, if you have watched to this extent and you have not joined any of my online classes, you are missing a lot. I have online classes on school bags and lunch bags, and they are very affordable. So you can reach me on this number that is being displayed here. Is a WhatsApp number. Just send a WhatsApp message to me for details. So after tracing it, I'm going to cut it out. So send a WhatsApp message to this particular number. I will get to get the details of the training. It's very, very affordable. My training is one of the cheapest. So now I'm going to place this on the second lining and sew it round. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so to support me. Like my video, share my videos, and most importantly, leave a comment. Drop a comment. Hit the like button and also touch the share button. So this is what I have now. The next stage now is to use my piping cord to pipe it round. You know, I like piping my work. Every work I do, I must pipe it. So after piping it, this is what I have. I'm going to keep it aside. We are going to work on the handle, the back handle. So what I did is that I put it wrong side facing each other and give it a slight curve at this part. That's what I did. Just shape it the way you want it. Just slight curve. So now I'm going to sew it round. At this point, you're supposed to also pad it. You can pad it with your foam. So to give it stability, so to stabilize the handle, it's very important to pad it. So after padding it, I'm going to use this belt of 7.5 inches and I cut it two pieces to sew my school bag adjuster to it. You can see what I'm doing now. So I'm trying to put the belt on my adjuster, then I'm going to sew it on the handle. So what I did here is that I measured 4 inches from the down part of this leather to where I put my belt is 4 inches. 4 inches. So now I'm going to sew my adjuster now. So after sewing it, this is what I have. So now I'm going to use my belt to tape it round. Actually, I'm using a bias belt. I'm using my bias belt to tape it round. This is it after taping it round. So now this leather is measured 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So I'm going to sew my belt on it. This is where I will sew the strap, the back handle strap. So the length of this leather I cut out is 15 inches. So I'm going to insert it there and sew it round. So this is what I have. Now I'm going to get my back leather. I will place it this way. I will place this one this way. You can see the way I placed it. So now from the down part at this point, I measured 1 inch. From this point, I measured 1 inch before I placed this my strap holder. So I'm going to sew it down. So what I did on this is what I'm going to repeat on this side also. I'm going to take my 1 inch and also sew it down. So after sewing it, I'm taking from this up, I took 2 inches. This is where I'm going to sew the bag handle, and in the long handle or the strap, whatever name you call it. So after measuring the 2 inches, I'm trying to get the middle of this point. That's the middle. So now I'm going to get my handle, which is this. I'm going to place it right side facing the right side of my leather. When I mean right side, that is where I sew the adjuster will face my leather. So I'm trying to sew it. So when I sewed here, I did not put the hanger belt at the middle, so which I'm going to put. So when you're making your own, first put the hanger belt at the middle before you sew this long strap. So now I'm going to get my belt, place it and sew it round. So it's not that I'm trying to put this my hanger belt. So when you're making yours, don't forget to put it before you sew your handle. So now I'm trying to sew the hanger belt now. So I will continue to sew it round, stitch round, and this is what I have. So this is what our handle look like now. You can see it. This is what we have now. So at this point, I'm trying to fix my belt to it so that the shape will come out very well. You can decide not to put this type of handle. This is optional. You can put any type of handle of your choice. So but this is how I want this to be. So this is it now. This is what I have. So now we're going to get our lining. This is our lining and our foam. We're going to pad it. So I'm going to place my foam on it this way. I'll place my leather. Then I'm going to do what? To sew it round. So after sewing it round, this is what I have. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my piping cord and pipe it round like the way I did to the front. So this is the outcome of both the front and the back. I'm going to keep it aside. We are going to work on the gusset. So this is the down gusset, is 5 inches by 25 inches. 5 inches by 25 inches, while the front zipper gusset is 3.5 inches by 23.5 inches and is two pieces. So I want to confirm it so that you will see the measurement. You can see it. This is the down gusset. You can see it 25 inches. And this is the zipper gusset, 3.2.5 inches by 23.5 inches. So now we are going to start the sewing proper. So I'm going to keep one side of the zipper gusset aside with the lining. Then we are going to work on one side. So I'm going to place the lining on I'm going to place the zipper on the lining. Then I'll place my leather right side facing each other on the zipper. Then I will sew it. So after sewing it, I'm going to flip it over this way. You can see what I'm doing. You flip it over this way. Try to arrange it very well. Then I'm going to top stitch it round. So guys, don't forget to join my online classes on Telegram. I have classes running on Telegram. There you will learn how to make bags and you will have direct access to me, because once you register my training, you have access to me. So this is what I have now. I'm going to cut off the excess lining here. Then I'm going to sew the second part of the zipper gusset. So I will place the one I've already sewn on the lining. Then I'll place my leather right side facing each other. So I will sew it and also top stitch it at once. So this is what I have. I'm going to fix my zipper now. The zipper pull, that is this. I'm done with it. So the next thing now, we're going to join both the up and the down gusset together. So that's the lining for the down gusset, and this is the up gusset, the zipper gusset. Then this is the down gusset. Make sure you place it right side facing each other, both on the leather and also on the lining. Then you sew. So after sewing it, I'll flip it over this way. Watch what I just did now. I'll flip it over like that. Then I will top stitch on it. Only on this particular side is where I'm going to top stitch. Only on this part. Top stitch it here. Then after, this is what I have. Now we are going to sew the other part. You put it leather to leather, lining to lining. Right, each will face each other. You can see it. Lining will face lining, leather will face leather. Then you sew. After sewing, you turn it like this and top stitch the lining and the leather of the down gusset together. You top stitch it together. So I'm trying to arrange it very well before I sew. So that's what I'm trying to do here now. So I'm done top stitching it round. This is what I have. So now we are going to notch it. Just watch the way what I did now. At this point that you join both the zipper gusset and the down gusset together, you bring it together and notch the midpoint. You have to notch the midpoint all round. You notch it here. So you turn it to the other side also. Make sure that this particular point is together. Then you notch it here and also on the zipper gusset. Make sure that that particular point is together, then you notch. So after notching it, I'm going to turn it to the wrong side. This is the time to sew it to the main body. So this is the back panel. So I'm going to put it my notch point to my notch point. You can see the notch point there. So I'm going to put it notch point to notch point, both at the up and the down. So if you do the right thing, as I'm doing it now, you see that everything will align together. Can you see it? Can you see it? No shortage, no excess. So what I did here, I'm going to do it on this part also. I'm going to get the front panel. I'll put it midpoint to midpoint. Make sure that you put it midpoint to midpoint. I'm going to arrange it also. Arrange it and also put it midpoint to midpoint at this up here. Midpoint to midpoint. Then I'm going to sew it round here. I will turn it this way and sew it round. So after sewing it round, this is what I have. So the next thing, I'm using this bias belt to tape it round. I'm going to tape it round. So guys, don't forget to join my online classes. You will benefit a lot from it. You will benefit a lot. So guys, after taping it, this is what we have now. So now we are going to turn our bag to the right side. So if you have watched this extent and you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. And if you're coming across this channel for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe, like my video, share my videos, and leave a comment. So this is what we have now. After turning it to the right side, this is what our bag look like. You can see how beautiful it is. You can see it. You can give it a try. Thank you for watching. God bless you.